So, you have a drum channel with a good number of views and subs. So, what's the next move to improve your channel? I'm Ben Fry and welcome to Ben Fry Drums. So if you're new to YouTube and looking to start a drum channel, I suggest checking out my first video, as I think that will really help. So, improving your channel, the next step is definitely going to involve some investment in time and money. So first off, before you start to invest, I strongly recommend you look at your channel and think, hang on, is this professional enough? So have you got a good logo? Have you got good wall art? Is your description up to date? Have you got relevant links to your social medias? One thing I would say is definitely create yourself a Facebook page for all your work. Then once you've created a video, you can post it on your Facebook. You can boost your Facebook posts so that it reaches out to more people. For things like creating a logo or wall art or any sort of thumbnail like I use, all I use is PowerPoint. It's simple, it's easy to use. You know, I don't have to get a really high and expensive editing software to do it. It takes me about 5 minutes to make. So let's get into the first part of our video and how to improve your channel by investing. So the way I wanted to develop my channel is to get myself another camera. Apart from this camera here, which is a Panasonic SD40, I got myself a GoPro Hero 5, which is around the £300 mark. I'll show it up on screen now. It's a very good camera. It's small, it's easy to take around, and I even have like a monkey grip, I think they're called. So I can put it anywhere I want, have any sort of angle, and I find them really helpful. Alternatively, if you don't have that kind of money, you could always upgrade your camera depending on what camera you have. I mean, there's loads of cameras out there like Lumix cameras that are really good quality. Some of them you can get a mic for and you don't even have to invest in drum mics, you know, that might be sufficient enough. Now I think the most important thing is to invest in some drum microphones. They'll really improve your videos and make people want to keep watching and watch again. I have bought myself 4 microphones. These are a Sound Project B1. You can see that. I'll have a picture up on screen now showing you how much I got it for. Next one is a Shure SM57 mic. This is pretty much industry standard for any sort of snare drum recording. Again, I'll leave a picture on screen right now. And the last one is a Sennheiser kick mic, which I got off my mate Jack, who I'll talk about in a minute. It's a really good kick mic. It picks up a lot of other stuff as well that I never thought it would, so it's a really handy mic, that one. Also, the Sound Project B1 is the microphone I'm using right now to record the audio for this video. So with getting microphones, you'll need an interface to plug these into. I have got an Audient ID14, which I'll also put up on screen now, and the prices you can find it at. Also, depending on how many mics you're going to want to get, the ID14 only has 2 inputs, whereas I've got myself a Behringer preamp, which comes with 8 channels. The interface and preamp both have phantom power, which is really important for things like your overheads, which need them. Next thing on your list is XLRs. I got a cheap pair, roughly from Gear for Music, only about £6, worked perfectly fine. Now, next thing is a mic stand. I got mine from Gear for Music, works perfectly fine. I'm using it right now to hold up this microphone, had no problems with them at all. One thing I recommend, and I'll be showing it on screen right now, is an SM57 with an XLR and a mic stand, which is only £99. That is a really good deal. You're saving yourself at least £20 there with that. That saves you on extra delivery as well. One thing with recording with microphones, you're going to need to mix them after you've finished. So that's not an easy thing to do. I don't attempt mixing them myself. I actually went to uni where I live with production students, and through them I found loads of friends that did production, which is basically recording, mixing and mastering of music, and also writing their own music as well. I have a very good friend called Jack Flower who mixes a lot of the audio for these videos, and also gives me a lot of suggestions on how to use Logic and things like that, so definitely go check him out. With mixing though, it does take a long time to learn. It's a lot of trial and error as well, just to see what fits, how things work out, and trying to see how you can get the best out of your microphones. So with microphones, you're going to need software to record into. At first I started using Reaper. This was free on a free trial for 60 days. I found it not difficult, but slightly confusing in points as to how it would work, but I looked up a few tutorials on how it would work, and it was fairly simple after that to use. It's just that I got a Mac and upgraded to Logic Pro, which is quite expensive. That's £200, whereas the full version of Reaper is £60. Of course, with Logic, I found it quite easy to use, and also I can write my own music as well. So like I just said, I got a MacBook. I did have a HP laptop, but it was just too slow and kept crashing, so I updated my computer and got myself a MacBook. They are about £1,100 for the one I got. I don't recommend getting one of that level, but you need one with a good processor that can keep up with all your recording. Also with my MacBook, I use iMovie to edit all my videos, which is really easy for me. I know I say easy a lot, but it really is. I only have 2 camera angles on mine, and obviously my audio from my microphones, so I just click it, drag it, and it's pretty simple layout. With talking of iMovie, that brings me on to the next topic, which is video software. There are a lot of programs online that you can download for £30, £60 that will do a good enough job. Like I've just said, iMovie is the one I use, as it's really simple and it's free, so I don't have to buy anything or look into anything like that. There are other more expensive programs out there like Sony Vegas, Final Cut Pro, but then again, these are the premium video editors that cost £300 or above, so unless you're going all out and money is not a problem, I would not suggest getting any of them too. My last 2 points of advice are to keep your videos relevant. Now what I mean by that is to keep your videos up to date as possible with the latest songs, such as songs that are in the charts, that are trending on YouTube, and that are in the top 10 list on iTunes. Also, you can do different videos like I've done today, where I talk in front of the camera. You can talk about your opinions of the music industry. You know, vlogging is a very popular way as to express yourself. It's becoming more and more popular on YouTube. Also on your channel, you don't have to just record drum covers. You can record experiences where you've been to gigs or where you're actually playing at a gig. This is where I find my GoPro really helps. You know, when I'm setting up last minute, I can think, right, I've got my GoPro, I'll just set it up next to me and can record all the footage. The final piece of advice on how to grow your channel would be to upload regularly. Your aim should be to continually increase the amount of uploads you do per week. So say if you start with just 1 scheduled upload, maybe after that you can increase your uploads to 2 per week, maybe schedule them, maybe just do them at random when you've got the time to do them. After that, I wouldn't suggest scheduling them. I'd just suggest trying to get as many done as you can. That way, the more videos you do, the more likely you're going to pop up in people's suggestions. Okay, so we come to the end of the video now. Again, this is something different that I've done. I really enjoy doing this actually. Something that I want to try and do more of in the future. If you've got any suggestions, please leave them in the comments. Also, if you've enjoyed it or found it helpful, please leave a like. Also, comment anything different you've done to improve your channel. And as always, subscribe. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next video.